By now, it no longer felt like a decision. It felt inevitable. The first time had required thought. The second required less. By the third, hesitation was gone. Correction had become routine, and routine is dangerous, because routine does not question itself. Brackenmore never noticed the pattern. It noticed absence. A man who never returned home, a teacher whose death was called unfortunate, a pub owner who simply disappeared. Each story explained, each case closed. Individually, nothing was alarming. Together, it was deliberate. At home on Millstone Road, their conversations had changed. They no longer asked whether something should be done. They asked when. Elspeth adjusted her hospital shifts. Alistair mapped empty streets. They refined timing, angles, silence. They removed objects that might connect events. They tested how long it took before someone reported a disappearance. They were not improvising. They were optimizing. Elspeth did not feel cruelty. She felt control. Some people destabilize a system. Some situations decay slowly. She believed intervention prevented escalation. She believed precision justified action. She believed they were necessary. Alistair believed something more dangerous. He believed he understood the town better than the town understood itself. Every complaint in a file confirmed his theory. Every ignored warning reinforced it. The system hesitated. He did not. And hesitation, in his mind, was weakness. The dangerous part was not the act. It was the certainty. Certainty removes hesitation, and hesitation is the last barrier between thought and action. Alistair no longer felt hesitation. He felt alignment. The town was flawed. He was correcting it. That belief was stronger than doubt. By the spring of 1955, the pattern had hardened. Observation, selection, execution, silence. It was no longer emotional, it was administrative. That is what made it effective, and that is what made it terrifying. Routine is quiet. It does not announce itself. It does not feel extreme. It feels efficient. The more they repeated it, the less it felt like crossing a line. Lines disappear when no one redraws them. And in Brackenmore, no one was looking for lines. The fourth decision introduced something unexpected, not fear, doubt. The woman they selected did not fit perfectly. She was disruptive, yes, unconventional, independent. But was she dangerous? For the first time, Elspeth paused. "Is this prevention?" she asked quietly, "or preference?" Alistair did not answer immediately. He reviewed his notes, complaints, whispers, patterns. He concluded that disruption spreads, and spread becomes decay. The decision was made, but something inside the room had shifted. Perfection depends on discipline. Discipline erodes with repetition. That night a detail was overlooked, small, insignificant. A misplaced object, a moment too long in one location, a trace that did not belong. They did not see it, because routine blinds, but someone else would. Inspector Wainwright did not believe in coincidence. He believed in patterns. Patterns hide inside normality. They hide in repetition, and repetition leaves marks. He began reading old complaints differently, not as paperwork, but as warnings that had been ignored. Someone, he thought, had decided to stop ignoring them. By 1956, Detective Inspector Wainwright had stopped seeing coincidence. He saw alignment. Geography overlapped too precisely. Timing repeated too cleanly. Victims shared one quiet detail. Each had generated complaint. This was not chaos. This was selection. And selection implies thought. Wainwright began asking a different question. Who benefits from removing disorder? Who studies complaints? Who has access to records? Who understands timing? The answer was not impulsive. It was patient, disciplined, invisible. Inside the municipal records office, Alistair adjusted a stack of files. He believed he was correcting mistakes. He believed he was improving the town. He believed he was untouchable. What he did not realize was this: when you remove disorder long enough, you become the anomaly. They believed they were invisible, but invisibility requires perfection, and perfection cracks under repetition. By the time they noticed the shift in the air, it was already too late. In Part 4, one small mistake becomes a pattern, and patterns can be traced.